In this video, we're going to explain a way for one to truly and finally be free of the problems that are caused by the mind, all the negativity that the mind creates. How do we solve it? Inshallah, we'll go into it. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hidden deep within our negative emotions and thoughts is eternal peace and bliss. This is an instant how-to via a non-method, a non-doing, a pathless path, a middle way. Let's say you are thirsty. You get offered some beverages. The first one is a cup of boiling pus. You turn away in disgust. Definitely don't want it. The second cup was curdled horse blood. You almost gag and smash the cup out of your way. The third cup was dog urine. You run away quickly from the scene. Definitely not going to imbibe that. Now, each cup that comes along is filled with a vile, undrinkable liquid that we react negatively toward and instantly want to do something about it, to stop it, to reject it. But you see, this is what we do with our emotions, especially our negative emotions. Our thoughts, our negative thoughts. When we have the energy and the emotion of, say, sorrow being experienced, we reject it or run away from it. We always try to do something about it. So if you believe that doing something or thinking your way out of a negative feeling will work, be truly honest to yourself. You already know it doesn't work, because you've been doing exactly that all your life. All it does is perpetuate the problem, and then one hopes over time it will go away, all while suffering its effects. These problematic emotions keep coming back, consistently controlling one's life. So how can they be solved? We must face our negativity directly, absolutely. To face our emotion directly requires you to do nothing. In the doing is the escaping. All we ever do is doing something about it. So now, if you have a cup of boiling pus come to you, i.e. sorrow, then for once, do not reject the cup or run away from it. Instead, pick up the cup and drink from it without hesitation and with absolute acceptance, which is absolute love. Drink it as if it was your favorite thirst-quenching drink that you absolutely adore and love, without hesitation. The moment the cup touches your lips, the filth turns into the sweetest and most amazing thirst-quenching drink you've ever had. Much better than your favorite drink. Much better than anything that you can possibly think of drinking. In other words, if you face the emotions you've always run away from directly, with love, absolute acceptance, then the moment you bring yourself close to it and accept the feeling totally, it turns absolutely instantly into total bliss and peace. I'll repeat that. The moment you bring yourself close to it and accept the feeling totally, it turns instantly into absolute bliss and peace. This is with any and every emotion or thought you may suffer with. You must just simply watch the experience, watch or observe, which is the same thing. So observe with zero attachment of the body feeling and the activity of thought. Absolutely surrender yourself to it. You must do nothing. By surrendering yourself, you just observe. To accept completely is to offer no reaction or thought. Complete non-doing is just accepting what is being observed within you fully. No matter what happens or how bad it feels, do nothing. Just observe. Sorrow, anxiety, hate, jealousy, envy, etc., etc., sink into them deeply as they occur in the exact moment, and you will see what you perceive as negative and ran away from all this time was nothing but absolute bliss and peace. You've always mistaken what actually and always was there, what is always present, which is absolute peace and bliss. It is your own essence. You think you don't have peace and bliss? So the mind and body and life seek what they don't perceive within, creating its illusionary fears by attempting to find outside of itself what it already contains. Now I urge you to try it yourself. Make it a practice. The next time you feel anxiety, anger, etc., do not react to it via action or thoughts. Be still. Watch the mind and give yourself fully to the energy of the emotion flowing through you. Accept it completely. You know what I mean by energy. You all know that energy of, say, anger. When it starts from the gut and rises up to the neck with heat and tightness, and then it pushes one to react. So catch it before action and thought attaches to it, and surrender to that energy. If you truly surrender yourself completely to that energy in that moment, then within 5 to 10 seconds, if done with vigor, instantly and most profoundly, there is absolute peace and bliss that overtakes the entire person. The anger, etc., etc., disappears completely, replaced by peace and bliss. Once you see through the fallacy and illusion of our fear of emotions, they start to fall apart. And they won't haunt you as they used to. They come and go, and you keep paying them no mind at all. You'll notice their effect will have lost power over time. The source of all negative thoughts and emotions is fear. There aren't different types of fear. All fear is one thing, just fear. It's just fear at different scales. There is no fear of rats, which is different to fear of curtains, which is different to fear of loss, and fear of shame, and fear of embarrassment, and fear of death, etc. There is only fear itself. It is one energy that is experienced through a variety of mediums, depending on an individual's personality and direct experience in life. When it arises, sink into fear fully when it appears. Let it do the utmost to you. Allow it to come at you with full force. Welcome it. Love it. Face the fear absolutely. Even if it feels like you're going to die, accept it all. Say nothing. Think nothing. Do nothing, but accept it lovingly. And instantly, in this non-method of non-doing, it will go. And one will see its source is only bliss and peace. Learn to know yourself. Learn that you already contain absolute peace. Learn that you already are absolute peace. After you experience this truth, you will think to yourself, all my life I let these things control me, and it was that simple to turn anything that's bothering me into peace. At that point, you will facepalm yourself. Because it's truly simple, and its simplicity is truly dumbfounding. So learn to ride yourself. Do not let it ride you. So when you have a situation where anxiety or fear or anger arises, and then thought comes into it to do its normal business, all you have to do is just observe. Observe the internal ongoing, everything that's happening within you. Just observe. Without judgment. Just observe. Just be aware of what's happening. And in that awareness, it will release this attachment of repetitive behavior of what the mind has been conditioned to do throughout its life, to react to the apparent negative emotions that arise within us, which cause us to think certain things, act in a certain way, react in a certain way, behave in a certain way. So we sit and observe ourselves within ourselves with no judgment, without any movement of thought. Then we are stepping out of ourselves to only observe ourselves. And in the stepping out of ourselves is the release from ourselves. And this allows that negative energy to dissipate and reveal what it already always was: absolute peace. So remember, the next time you face a situation, observe yourself and let go of yourself to yourself and accept yourself completely without running away from yourself. So when a negative thing arises, do not try to do something about it, because the moment you do something about it, you will perpetuate the problem and it will make it worse. The mind will constantly try to make scenarios in itself to try solve the problem of this emotion that it's feeling. So it creates new scenarios in order to figure it out and try escape from it. And I don't want to feel like this, and I don't want to be like this, and why am I feeling like this? Oh, they treated me so bad. Oh, this, that. Oh, ma. The mind is just a trickster. As we say, it's our mind. It is my mind. So if it's my mind, why do I not have control over it? Why does it control me? So therefore, step out of yourself is you stepping out of the mind. When you step out of the mind, it bears no control over you. And when there is no you to be controlled by the mind, then there's nothing to do. It cannot do anything. It cannot affect you, because there's no you there present for it to actually affect. So when it produces thoughts to react with a situation that is happening before you, and you are just observing the mind has nothing to latch onto in order for it to carry out its action. This allows a person to be free from themselves. You ride the horse, do not let the horse ride you. Practice it. Try it out. When it happens, you'll notice. You'll notice because it's a profound happening. It will be like having a vacuum suck out all the negative energy out of you. And you will notice this because you will feel it. That will be its experience when you have that energy of anger riding you from the inside, vibrating with heat. And you totally and utterly let go and observe yourself and just accept what is happening within you without any rejection. It will be sucked out. It will feel like it goes sucked out completely out of you and then instantly replaced with peace. And in that very moment, you will be completely shocked at how simple it was to do this. And again, you'll be thinking, all my life, it was this simple. Do nothing, achieve peace.